think that we make a difference by means of what, what our purpose is, that whole element of preaching the gospel to God's people on earth, and just the whole way that we do that by being so friendly with everyone, being we just make ourselves a part of everybody else. We don't set ourselves above anybody, no matter who they are, where they are. We're just about preaching the kingdom and, bringing Jesus Christ into people's lives, and we do that as best we can.
I think the Dominican lifestyle affords us a chance to be free to be with the people and among the people, and supporting them in their life, and hopefully being supported back. I find it's a very challenging time to be a Dominican. You can look at numbers, but I'm not afraid of decreasing numbers. It's a lifestyle that's continually evolving, and I'm excited to be part of it as we go into the next century and the next millennium.
We are individuals, and yet we have the spirit of Dominic. Dominic was a joyful friar. Dominic was a man of prayer, a man of study, a man of justice and compassion. And I think that's what excites me the most about Dominicanism, because that's how I see all of us.
The spirit of Dominic was one of adventure, and you have to be optimistic about the future to move into the future. And I feel very deeply about joy, that if we're not embracing the day with joy, I think we're missing a real openness to whatever happens and how we can respond to it. So I think religious life and Dominican life call us into the future, into the unknown, and call us to move there with a spirit of joy. Because we are saved. We're part of God's mercy, and so the mercy will move us forward.
I think what Dominican life holds as promise for the men and women that are looking at it in the future is it brings the best of all the things that I see that we want society to be in the future. It brings the communal aspect, and there's such a hunger for community. It brings a positive spirituality. It brings time to recognize the thirst for God and to attempt to satisfy it. I believe that the emphasis on holding all things in common is the way in which, because we're seeing the extremes of capitalism, and it's providing another way. I just think it holds tremendous promise, and I wish that lots of people would come follow us.
Well, I see down the road that there is going to be a lot more collaboration than what's going on now within both the men and women. I still think that the spirituality that we have is what's going to draw people. I don't think that's going to change. I think how we come together is going to change. And probably some of our ministries will change. But the Dominican spirit is really what we've got to get out there. I think one of the things that people commonly say about Dominicans is that they see us as being happy and joyful. I think people really have to see that, and that's what we've got to express.
One of the qualities that I think distinguish Dominicans as well is hospitality. People like being around Dominicans, and I know for myself, anytime I've gone any place, I went to Hawaii and stayed with the Dominicans there. I've gone to Chicago. No matter where I go with Dominicans, we're all alike. Even though we have our distinct charism, there is a thread that unites us that is just absolutely unbreakable. And we know we're Dominican.
Dominicans are alive. There's a passion, there's a fire of love and a passion for truth that is very contagious, that's effervescent, that illuminates us from within and impels us to form a community among ourselves, and then to go out and in love and in truth to share that with others.
I'd have to say that we are just a very caring group of women who are very concerned about the welfare of other people and are willing to take risks and steps to encourage ourselves to be able to encourage others to reach their greatest potential. We're really a great group.